Welcome back to BC Procast episode 78. We are here today to talk to you. So like, subscribe, follow along, enjoy this podcast. So recently, we just had a really cool event, a men's camping event. And we want to talk about that today. We want to talk about being in nature. We want to talk about building a sense of community. So you will learn. We will feel your curiosity. Before that, one of the nights we were there, we ended up staying up until at least 3:30.
Yeah.
And we're like adults. Like we
can't be doing that.
We don't do that. Like that's not what we do in our normal lives, like ever.
Yeah.
But that messed me up for the next night. So the night before, the Saturday night, we stayed up late Friday night, Saturday night. Dude, like it is, I think I ended up going to bed around like 12:20 on Saturday night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because there was UFC fights.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so this one I'm about to show you happened 2 nights in a row. Because last night I ended up staying up late too because of there was something on. I thought no, I got home late.
Yeah.
And then I think there was stuff on. But both nights, bro, I was like legitimately, uncontrollably falling asleep. Like one time, so I live alone. Mm-hmm. I want to commit to it one time. Like I don't want to plug in my phone. So I'm like very like regimented when it comes to my morning routine and night routine, aka like brushing my teeth, taking care of this, doing that. And sometimes like I don't want to do it, but I do it. Like I don't like let that slack.
Wait, do you watch videos after your night routine, or you're falling asleep watching your videos and you know you have to go back into the bathroom and do your stuff?
So last night I was out on the couch.
Oh wow.
Watching some YouTube videos, and I was sitting there and I started going like really, and I was like watching something though. Obviously I don't even remember because I was falling asleep, but I was like. And then I was like, and then I closed my eyes, and I'm like, do you know what? I'm just gonna close my eyes. And like I held my eyes closed for a couple minutes, and then I went, oh my goodness, like I have to get ready. Like lights are on, things, I need to get into bed. And so I go, all right. So I got up and I was finishing watching whatever I was watching, and then I got into the bathroom and I was like, all right, I gotta do all this thing. But in that moment in time, I'm like, dude, I live alone, I'm adult, I don't work the next day. Why don't I just fall asleep on the couch with the lights on, TV going, just to do it? But I was like, no, I can't. Like, I have to do my night routine. So I went there, did my nightly routine, got into my bed, and then I'm sitting there watching some boxing highlights because there's some boxing events that happen. And I'm like, and I looked, and one said it was like a 3-minute video, and another one was like a 2-minute and 30-second video. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
And bro, I don't remember the video. Like, I'm sitting there and like, it isn't things where it like hits your hand and your arm and you're just like all that stuff. It was crazy. So it like uncontrollably. Yeah. And I was thinking about if that Saturday night before Sunday, I stayed at my friend's place and watched UFC fights because they go until like 12 or something. Would I made it home? In the car when it's dark out
and warm.
Yeah.
And like all you're thinking about is going to bed.
Yeah. Like, and the drive isn't far, but it's like it's like on a freeway.
Yeah.
It's a freeway short. It's a long back road.
It should be long if you weren't able to drive fast.
Yeah. So I'm like uncontrolled, like falling asleep. Like I was that tired. Because then the Saturday morning when we woke up at like 7:45.
Yeah.
So we only got a handful of hours of sleep.
Dude, and what was funny about that is you left the room. And by the way, I was like wide awake with you. I was wide awake. And then you leave. Then Matt gets up. Wes is still in his bed, leaves. And then Wes gets up and then leaves. And I'm like, did no one tell me about this like routine that like who gets next? Because I was like wide awake watching this happen. As soon as the door shut, Matt got up from his bed, did his stuff. He was like going, and then went to his bed. Immediately, Wes went, and then got up, went to do his like stuff in the bathroom too. I was
Dude,
like,
I'm fun though. I was like, wake up, guys.
yeah.
I was like, it's time.
You know what's funny about like the falling asleep? Derek was telling me that so he doesn't like drink alcohol with an abundance and stuff like that at all. And so he was telling me that he falls asleep after eating food. He just eats so much food that he like falls asleep. And so one time he went to work and then he worked out and he was really tired and then he ate just like a bunch of pizza. Actually, I don't even think he worked out. He just ate a bunch of pizza after work and then got home, ate the rest of the pizza.
Oh, wow.
Then he says he passes out on the kitchen, or not in the kitchen, but in the living room. And then he was like, yeah, and then like I was out, and then Sarah woke me up at like 10 and was like, hey, you want to go to bed? And he's like, I had like crumbs, and like my plate. And I'm like, bro, you're like that like some people have to like wake up people if they're like drunk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, dude, I overdose on pizza or on food all the time. And he said he was like sprawled out and just like crumbs everywhere.
Yeah.
Eating pizza.
That's crazy. Do you think that if you're a person to almost take a nap, and I'm not saying anything towards Derek, this just made me think of that. Does that mean like you don't like have things to do?
Derek does not have things to do. Dude.
Hey, you
guys,
said that.
I know
I'm
I
not trying
did.
to say that. I'm just talking about in general, like people that take a nap.
Yeah.
Like, is that like...
Well, okay, so this is my thing. It depends on how long the nap is. Because sometimes, so like right now, I realized that, we'll get to the topic in a second, but I realized that I randomly started getting headaches for no reason. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I realized that I didn't take in any caffeine. For the past 3 days. And I'm getting like these massive headaches. And I'm like, oh my goodness, was I addicted? But the thing is I didn't think I was dependent on it because I just drank it. So what I realized is naps have been like a little refresh for me. And it's only
How long are your naps?
10 to 15 minutes.
Are you napping?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm out. Cause I set that alarm and I shut my eyes because I'm not wasting a second on being awake. So I go boop and I like go to sleep. And I do go to sleep and then I wake up drooling, but I felt like so refreshed and I'm like ready to go. I don't look tired. There's been one time where I kept clicking the snooze and then it was like an hour, so I was like, I probably should get
When
up.
did you go to bed last night?
Last night?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 11. No, 12.
12. What time did you wake up?
At 5 in the morning, dude.
What for?
I had to pee.
And then you stayed up?
No. Then I peed, and then I like went back to bed. And I was like, oh, and I was like really debating, just like staying up because I felt wide awake. I was like, should I just do it? Should I just commit? Nah. Just went right back to bed, and then I woke up at 8. 45. 8:45.
That's nice.
Some people could say 9.
That's nice.
But yeah. But sleep is important, dude. And so like when it takes,
one of the
I
best
think
things you could do for your body.
I think it depends on like your nap, like how long your nap is. Because I do feel like if you, like we know 2 people, they happen to be married, and sometimes they nap for hours, and they nap and then wake up and go to bed.
Yeah.
So
like they would nap from like 5 to 9.
Yeah, and then do a full.
Which is just like going to bed.
So like for example, like I think it just if you have a healthy balance of like how long your naps are and whatever.
Like sleep is super good for you. The thing is though, like I don't know, just napping, like I see it as like a waste of my day.
But imagine not feeling tired anymore. Imagine feeling like really tired, and then like let's say like after service, after Sunday service, and you just like take a 10 to 15 minutes snooze.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You just
But
imagine
I
that
think
energy.
about like if it's a nice day, I would want to be outside.
Yeah, which is fair because I think in your mind, and I like what it actually is you're taking time away from going out and doing stuff and not getting ready to take the nap and like sleeping and closing your eyes.
This is when I'm fine in taking a nap. If like there's other people around and I'm just like in the room with people and I'm like closing my eyes, or I'm outside. I can take it. I think it's acceptable if I'm outside taking a nap, like on a hammock, or like on a bench, or like I'm in the sun or something like that. Like that's when I think it's fine taking a nap. But like full on in your bed, I think you're bummed, dude. If you're taking a nap in your bed,
So I take a nap in my bed.
you do?
But I'm telling you, for 10, and what's crazy, so check this out.
Okay.
So these are why naps are important. Or,
I'm
sorry.
Sleep
Yeah.
is anyone watching.
Yeah. Sorry.
Figure out your sleep. Create a great sleeping routine. Go to bed at this time, wake up at this time. My sleep hygiene, my sleep routine goes in trash on the weekends because I'm so regimented during the week.
Yeah.
On the weekends, I want to give myself more time. So I like sacrifice sleep or move it around, which is horrible. My sleep hygiene is horrible when it comes to that. But sleep is one of the most powerful things you can do for your body. So I'm not knocking against sleep.
No, yeah, I know.
In fact, the way I would combat people taking naps, I'm like, just figure out your sleep routine and you won't need a nap.
Yeah. But what, yeah. Okay. So these are some key benefits of napping. Okay. Boost energy and reduce fatigue, especially during long or stressful days. Improves mood by giving a brain a short rest and emotional reset. Enhances memory and learning by helping the brain process and store information. Increases focus and alertness, making it easier to concentrate afterward. Supports heart health by lowering stress and blood pressure. Can improve performance in areas like reaction time, creativity, and problem solving. Helps make up for lost sleep, which you were talking about, especially after poor nights. Ideal nap length, 10 to 20 minutes. A quick energy boost without grogginess. From 60 to 90 minutes for deeper rest and memory improvement, but causes grogginess if woken up mid-cycle. So there's like a line that you have to balance when you do that stuff. You can't fall into that. You can't.
Yeah. I also kind of like the idea of just like your body's so tired that your like body's just like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I like when it's like a weird thing I like to chase sometimes where I'm like for example, I am usually on my phone right before going to bed. I know you're not supposed to do because of the blue light and stuff, but I'm built different. Okay?
And you have the night.
I also do have the thing on it. Also, I feel like I live a life, like my normal day, I'm pretty active and doing things. I like try to prioritize working out, and then my job, I'm on my feet all day as well.
Yeah.
Moving around, doing different things like that. So I think my body at the end of the night is always ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
I know some other people, like they need to read or they need to be away from electronics or all that stuff before going to bed. I'm like, hey, that's you. But for me, I can be on my phone one moment, put it there, and then I can just turn over and like fall asleep like that, which I think is superpower because I hear a lot of people have problems sleeping, and I don't really have problems sleeping.
I have something that they could change their life. It's called tape mouth. And as soon as you put it on, you breathe from your nose, and you won't wake up throughout the night.
You didn't do that at the camp.
Dude, do you know why? I had it ready. I like literally was like ready to do it.
You didn't want to waste it because it was like 4 hours of sleep?
No, I said that. But it was actually because I ain't trying to get a photo taken of me looking like a hostage, bro.
Looking like Deadpool from X-Men. But I say all that because Mackenzie is a person that she wants no television, no phone, no nothing. Which I don't know if she actually follows it. But she actually, a lot of times, she ends up right the night before reading her Bible or reading.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's going to be a problem. Because I wanted our night routine to watch like a TV show or something funny.
Yeah.
And then go to bed. You go, all right, let's go to bed, you know? All right, another episode. That was so funny. All right, let's go to bed. Instead, it's going to be like, and she's going to be reading. She'll, all right, let's go to bed. I'm like, all right.
You know what's funny? Dilla also said something about that. About like, cause so you have the strength to turn it off.
Well, real quick on that. If I'm like on TikTok or Instagram or something like that, right before bed, I have to end on something that's like good and uplifting. So it has to be like something really funny. It has to be something like kind and good. It can't be like drama or like random things. It can be like a sport thing.
I see what you're saying.
By Ann Edwards is awesome. All right.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
So I don't have the strength to turn off my phone before going to bed. So now, first of all, I love long videos. I love them so much. That's why you should continue to watch BC Pro. But
subscribe.
Shout out to Hannah, by the way. Hannah watches us. Hannah Gallagher. It's good to see you. Or it's good for you to hear us. Hi, Hannah. So I actually watch long videos and then I like pass out.
To them still on?
Yeah. But I even flip it. So like sometimes if it's too bright, I'll just turn it. And I just like listening to hear stuff.
Is it like a podcast or?
Yeah, it feels like that. But I can't listen to podcasts because I start thinking about them. Because
What kind of videos do you fall asleep to? I feel like Outdoor Boys would be a great thing to fall asleep to.
Outdoor Boys.
Do you know that channel?
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, the guy.
He like does extreme stuff. I don't fall asleep to him because I find that stuff interesting.
I know. Or building, Drew builds stuff.
But so I told Jayla that, and she said no. Like I can't do that anymore. And so now I'm really taking it in, dude. As soon as I get into my house, I'm pulling up.
My cousin Evan, he falls asleep listening to stuff.
Yeah.
To the point where he like wears like AirPods or whatever.
Yeah.
There's times I'd sleep over when I was younger, and he would he would stay up later than me watching something, and then I'd wake up before him.
Yeah.
His phone would be on the ground, still playing stuff, and I'm like, what in the world, or something like that. I thought it was like crazy.
So I actually took off the autoplay because of that.
Oh yeah.
So now I set my phone because it used to be like keep on indefinitely or something like that, where you can like how long will it last. So mine used to be indefinitely, and then I would wake up to my phone still being on. I'm like, dude, that's bad. That's just gonna kill my phone. So now I put it to 5 minutes after no action or no
interaction.
movement. Yeah, interaction.
Ever watching a long video and then it just turns off?
Yeah. And that way, when I go to sleep, it like helps me get to sleep, or I watch it, then get to sleep, and then I wake up, and it's off, and everything's
So like with every 5 minutes, you have to like touch the screen or something like that?
No. It's after
video?
After the video, yeah.
Oh.
So like the video would be full. Like it'll play the video the whole way, and then right when it like it gets to the end, and then has like that little circle after that, or like the
autoplay.
Yeah, then it just turns off.
So it might be 5 minutes into the next video that got autoplayed and then it turn off.
Well, if it had autoplay, it would just automatically go to that and then continue to go. But because I don't have autoplay, it like stops everything. So now it's like there's no interaction. So now it just turns off every 5 minutes or after the 5 minutes.
Oh, gotcha.
So that way, and now I have a system, which I'm so sad Jella said that I can't do it anymore. But now I have a system because I like to listen to
You can always
noise.
pull Evan.
I can't, dude. I tried doing that when I was younger, and it just hurt my ears. because I move so much.
You did that when you were younger?
Yeah. Dude, I used to listen to Fireflies. Dude, there's a 5-hour version of it. Or no, a 10-hour version of Fireflies. And I used to fall asleep to that with headphones in.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the more you know about me. So anyways, so then I put like the sound that I like to listen to, and I can play the video with that sound in the background. But when the video turns off, the sound stays on. So I don't have to do any like, oh, I have to go into the app and press the sound.
Yeah.
It just automatically does it. Dude, I sleep like a little baby. And I put my
Mouth tape on.
Bro.
Are you ever like this?
Yeah, that's why I can't watch any funny videos anymore. Because one time, one time I did that, and it hurt really bad. Dude, one time, literally, Braedon, I like couldn't breathe. I like freaked out. I was like, like had to rip it off, and it was like tight on there, and then like progressively through the night loosens up, so that way in the morning it just like peels off. But there was one time I was like, and I was like trying to, because I knew I had to rip it off. I was like trying to save that one, and so I was like, I could do it, and I was just like,
how much do they cost?
like $20.
How many do you get?
30.
Oh, okay.
It's like basically like a monthly subscription.
Yeah, that's cool. You can wear those when like married.
I'm trying to convince Jayla
to wear it.
No, that I can wear it. I don't think she has problems though. I have problems.
Why do you say you have problems? Like
you could probably
hook.
You could hook. So you could probably.
Someone told you?
No. Well, I move too much. I don't think that has anything to do with it. But so I tend to have a big mouth.
Okay.
And so I tend to always have my mouth open. And dude, I'm just getting vulnerable right now. So I tend to have my mouth open, and you could hook up a hose to like the crevice of my mouth, and I promise you'd probably get a gallon of drool. It's so bad.
Okay.
It's so bad. That's why I stayed away from light gray sheets, light grays, everything. Now it's like all black, because I ain't trying to like have friends sleep over and be like, dang boy, you drooled. I actually remember one sleepover I did at your house where you guys had like a light. Dude, I flipped that thing so fast.
Okay.
But so that just like prevents.
That's the only reason why you wear that.
And then I would wake up and I'd be like dead. I would feel like SpongeBob when he didn't have any water in his mouth. Like I felt horrible. And then
dry mouth, you mean?
Yeah, dry mouth. I was dehydrated. I no longer wanted to wake up and chug a gallon of water. I didn't want to do that anymore. So because the gallon I lost.
Yeah.
And so now that I did it, I only drink like a cup of water right away. And I'm fine. I'm like energized because there's no more dehydration.
So you didn't do it like for like snoring reasons or anything like that?
No, I think it would that? I feel like that would hurt more, do worse, right? Because you snore out of your nose, right?
It's like a whole, I don't know. It's like a whole breathing thing. I know there's, the reason why you mention it, there's also other reasons why people use mouth tape. But I can look it up.
Yeah.
On the computer. Does it help, does mouth tape help snoring?
What I noticed is, what I noticed is I did it for like a week straight. And then one night I was so dead tired that I forgot to put it on. And I
forgot to put it on. How do you forget to put it on?
Because I was watching videos and I was like, oh dude, I didn't even put on and I fall asleep.
Because I feel like that's such like a noticeable thing.
No,
you just chose not to put it on.
No, it actually isn't. So since I've been in like 3 weeks now. And one time Gavin knocked on my door and I tried to talk to him. Dude, and I like said, I said, And so I was like trying to, and he was like needed me to type in something. And I was like, oh, this dude's gonna see me with this tongue on. So he's just handed me something. I was like, I said, bro, really? But like in my mouth. Okay, so this is what happens. Improves breathing quality by enhancing nasal breathing, which filters and humidifies air.
Okay.
Didn't know that.
Does that help with snoring?
Reduces snoring by keeping the mouth closed, which helps keeps the airways open.
Told you.
Never had an issue with that, but now I will never. Promotes deeper and more restful sleep.
Now you gotta get the thing that opens up your nose.
I'm gonna look crazy, dude.
People sleep like that now.
Promotes deeper and restful sleep, especially those in mild sleep or poor sleep habits, which I had.
How soft of humans are we now?
Yeah, I know.
That like we're getting so far away from just going to bed. You know what I
It's
mean?
because we have so
like
much
we need to
going
do all
on.
this stuff
Yeah.
to now get a good night's sleep. Where I feel like, or maybe humans just never have had a good night's sleep. I've had good night's sleeps, but I'm kind of tired right now. But I just slept. I didn't sleep as
Guess
well.
what? I'm not tired. And I had tape on my mouth last night.
Kind of look tired.
There's nothing that says that it will help my waking up tiredness.
You kind of look tired. That's why I asked you.
I think it's
earlier
because I watched a video right away.
when you woke up.
Well, I first checked on the game 7, and I was like, I'm curious of what happened, and then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that kind of messed me up. And so I was like, I need to switch this up. So I switched it up, and I think that always affects me, because if I don't do it, and I like for example, when we went camping or when we went to that thing, I woke up and I looked tired in the beginning, but then it like faded away super fast, and that was because I didn't put anything in my face. I wonder if that has an effect.
I mean, we have a computer now, Jamie.
But yeah, we all looked dead. We all looked dead. We all looked with red eyes and.
Oh yeah, when I woke up, my eyes were so red. I don't know, dude. Stuff like that though. So kind of transitioning to that, I think there's something definitely about, like being in nature and having like community of like just like
Yeah.
close friends, like a brotherhood, but like doing the whole like I don't know. Last summer I went camping with 2 of my friends, and even though we have a lot of stories from it of like how things didn't go well, like there's something about just like being around nature and like a fire that like just brings out like just like a sense of like peace. What did you find?
Dude, I'm no longer waking up looking at my phone. It's because I don't have that night mode. I only have the night mode going up until 7. So on weekends, when I wake up at like 8 or I wake up at whatever, it has the blue light. So blue light exposure from screens suppresses melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep, making it harder to wake up. And it also has you get eye strains from staring at blue light, and could cause red, puffy, or tired-looking eyes. Mental overload for notifications. That's not anything. Sleep, no, nothing. Lack of movement while using your phone keeps blood flow low, which can cause your face to look dull or tired. Poor posture. We're chilling with that. But, so it does, dude. It does affect. I'm not looking at my phone anymore when I wake up.
Dude, that's like what I do.
You look at your phone?
Yeah.
But why?
Well, I wake up, go into the bathroom, read my Bible on my phone.
Did you ever want to switch to the paper? Not fully like switch, but like there's something about paper, bro, that just helps so much.
Yeah.
Jayla said it this way, and this is what helped me. And I know you have a paper Bible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about this.
Okay.
For
What if they needed to hear this?
do you want to give them the tip?
I'll give them the tip.
Okay. Don't have to look at me.
So your phone, gives you entertainment, gives you, this is from my beautiful fiance Jayla. Your phone gives you all the entertainment, gives you all the stuff that you need throughout the day, the texting to people, all the stuff, watching funny videos, bad videos, anything, gives you music and all that stuff. And when you get that from your phone, it's hard to pull out the Bible and receive like almost the same mindset of when you pick up your Bible that's only meant for reading his word, instead of having your phone in your hand, which oh, I could just swipe up, watch a video, or oh, I can't wait till I'm done reading this so I can just swipe up, go see that text, or even if you put it on do not disturb. Something to think about. So I know you didn't hear that. So we did go on a beautiful camping trip with the boys. And we stayed up until 3:30 playing mini basketball and
freestyling
to
a guitar,
which is crazy.
I mean, I was the only one that freestyled.
Yeah, dude. What was Matt even doing?
I don't know. Well, you weren't doing anything.
Well, okay, but you knew what I was doing. I wasn't doing anything. What was Matt doing?
I don't even
Matt said it was some crazy stuff.
I remember Wesley goes, I have a deep question. And then Matt goes, let me stop you right there.
Dude, that was so...
I was in and out, though.
Funny. Dude, I was locked into the conversation. Because I
definitely fell asleep first.
Oh, really?
Even though you guys were talking, I definitely fell asleep.
Dude, it was so funny because everything that Wesley was saying, Matt just had a thought on it. And it was always like a opposite thought. And he's like, just stop me there. Or like, there was one thing where Wesley was like, yeah, dude, my arm from throwing the baseball, like I can't do that anymore. I can only like throw 3 pitches or throw a ball 3 times and it'll start to like act up. And he goes, why didn't you get surgery on that? And he goes, well, they said it was like a hair fracture or something like that. And he goes, but you can only throw a ball 3 times before it hurts. You probably should get surgery. And he goes, well, yeah, I think they just don't know. He goes, bro, you can only throw a ball.
It's funny.
So that was one of the conversations.
Yeah, I was definitely asleep for that.
Dude, you would have started laughing. Because Matt he's so logical.
Yeah.
He's so logical. So like when something doesn't make sense, he goes, well, no, actually. Oh man, he's a funny guy. And Wesley's so like, he's a curious guy. And then he's like exploring this world, which Matt has 10 years on him. Is that what we found out? 10 years on him, on this earth. And Wes was 10 years younger than him. So it's like, he's still trying to figure stuff out. And Matt's already like logical and knows a lot of stuff. So it's funny to hear their conversation. Cause it was honestly like, it was like, if I could put it in imagery, or in like a picture, it was like Wes would say something and it would get blocked from Matt.
Yeah.
But he was like there was no like harm or no foul, but.
Another funny thing about sleepovers is like when you're with so there's 5 guys in a room.
4.
Right? 4 guys in a room. At some point in time, there's one last statement said and then everyone goes to bed. So it's like, hey, pickles with peanut butter kind of slap. And then like everyone would go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if like one person's like, in their head they're like, that's kind of stupid, I'm not going to say anything. And the other person's already like, huh? And then the other person's just like, what are they going to say in response?
Yeah.
Right? And then thinking like, oh, did they hear me? Or something like that. And there's like one last statement before everyone goes to bed. And
I realized that I tried to be the first one to go to sleep because I realized that if I get in a conversation, I will fall asleep on the other person. It's happened too many times. It's happened with our associate pastor. And so it's like, it's just a bad thing when they're like, yeah, I asked you a question, you fell asleep.
Dude, that was crazy.
That was, bro.
And you like started the conversation.
I did. I thought we ended it, dude.
You started the conversation with a pastor at our church.
Yeah.
When we were on our mission trip. And like he was full on talking and answering your questions, and he got to a point where he goes, Caeden? Like, think about his spot. He's probably like in it, and he just goes, Caeden? Hey? And then he probably thinks he's like, how long was I talking to myself? Because it wasn't like at the very end. Like, you were probably out for like...
He said there was 2 things that he said that he thinks that I didn't hear.
Why don't you just be like, hey, dude, I'm so sorry.
Dude, because first of all, I think I can take it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm chilling. And I'm like, okay. I just have to like make nonverbal. Yeah. And then I'll like keep myself awake. But that was hard.
And then you're, start just going a little bit longer in between each other.
It's not even saying anything anymore.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah? Yeah? Dude, the whole, like, yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude, that was so
I'm
funny.
going to start doing it to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caeden?
Yeah, I can. Dude, like, how did Matt think of that?
Like, at our game night when he was saying that, I'm like, yeah, Elias?
I think we should explain it so to let people in. But we won't say names. So someone was talking about... Like, we're all in the thing, and this guy named...
We're around the campfire, right?
Singing the campfire song.
No.
Oh, so this guy named James...
Okay.
They were around the campfire.
So you used his actual name?
Yeah, I did. James won't probably hear this. So James goes, it's just, I'm really loving this, like what we're doing here. It's like well, I was just
like
thinking.
A serious moment.
Yeah, serious moment. And so
he's being genuine.
And I'm just like, he's like, and then I was just sitting down, and there was just a devotional, and then it was just like with this beautiful water. And Matt, our friend, he whispered to me, he's like, dude, you know what I want to say to him right now? I was like, yeah, James? And so I go, Braedon, guess what Matt just said? He goes, did you hear James? And so I explained it to him. And then Matt wanted to say, yeah, James.
Oh, I'm crying. Dude, I might be tired. I don't know.
So
I'm literally crying.
So now it's like a thing when someone like...
Yeah, James. And you have to say, you have to like...
The condescending.
Dude, why am I laughing? Okay, hold on a second. I think I'm tired. Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, okay. And you have to say it after like a person like very serious about something. Yeah, Jay. Oh,
dude.
Oh, dude, I'm like sweating too.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
There was a time actually when we were eating lunch and I was like, I thought of that. I thought of that phrase.
Like when someone,
yeah,
oh,
they were
like
going deep.
Oh, when that guy was like saying like, and this person did this and he did that, like you're saying like, yeah, James. Oh, I gotta start using that now. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, so funny. Oh man, I'm crying.
Do you know how long we've been going for?
Like for a good amount of time.
Okay.
Oof. We man, these past 3 episodes we haven't really gotten to
I
the thing
think it's
about.
because the idea now is is the idea now.
You were about to say you.
I was gonna say you, like, because you came up with because you came up with the thing with like having something in the beginning.
And
I think that attention getter gets us
gets our whole attention.
It gets our attention because they're like, oh wait, that's interesting. I wanna talk about that. So I think that's what happens.
I think these podcasts are fun.
Me too.
We're not getting as many views though.
That's okay.
It's not about that. Even though we did
We're getting more subscribers though.
invest money into get that's whatever.
I think it's because we comment down a guest that you'd like to see.
It's probably because we haven't had any guests on.
Yeah,
for a
it's
while.
just been us, but the quality's enhanced.
Yeah, and then once we do that other thing,
Yeah.
it'd be better.
I don't know why you showed your phone.
I was just
We use the real
Soccer.
cameras here. Yeah, soccer.
love it. Love football.
Yeah, Braedon?
All right, so that was BC. Do you have anything else on the computer?
I
looked
had
like
for
you
the
had some-
topic.
Oh,
So I can't say the topic.
do you want to save it for
Yeah, we could save it for another time. Maybe we'll get Matt for it.
the?
Because I think he has a lot of thoughts.
You can talk about. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not gonna watch this.
Yeah.
We should bring him on, and then the people that are true fans,
Like, ask him
that
like a
actually
deep
watches,
question.
we can like the whole time be like, yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so funny.
Dude, and it's just so funny too because it's like only one person said
Yeah.
something. It's not like a conversation.
Yeah.
It's like one person's like, dude, I just think that like the clouds make the sky just so beautiful. And then when he was playing the guitar, I just felt like it's so amazing.
Yeah, Caeden.
It's just so like,
Yeah, and you'd give him like a look. Yeah, James.
yeah, James.
Okay, so that was BC Procast episode 78. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Comment down. Yeah, James.
Yeah, James. Yeah, James.
Thank you for watching. Read your Bible. Pray. It's important. Get into the Word, not just on your phone, but challenge yourself to use the physical Bible as well. But yeah, that was BC Procast episode 78. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We definitely fueled your curiosity. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace.